Frankly, I'm in a bit of a quandary. This meeting is so big, 40,000 people, and covers so much territory, 77 cities, that I'm not sure whether I should say good afternoon or good morning. So I'd better just say hello. I'm happy to greet you on behalf of your hosts, the electrical utilities across the nation. We've asked you to be with us today so that we might introduce to you the largest single market development project ever launched by any industry, the Live Better Electrically program.
I said thank you very much.
Gisele MacKenzie.
Oh, John! Oh, I thought you were one of the kids singing the jingle.
I know, I thought it was that. What's going on here?
Well, the Live Better Electrically campaign. Now, mind you, I think it's a marvelous idea to get everybody together to improve the standard of living and all. But what is this all about? I don't understand anything about these objectives and charts and climates and all kinds
Gisele,
of
you
things
see,
here.
what they really
now,
mean...
for instance, you see, about breaking this wire bottleneck. Now, how could you go about breaking a wire bottleneck? Where would you even find a wider bottle? I mean, now, really, John.
Oh, easy, Gisele, easy. Calm down. Maybe we can get things straightened out for you. First of all of these pages here belong in a book that was especially prepared for this campaign, the Live Better Electrically program guide.
I know that, John. I took them out. I thought it would make a lot more sense if I could sort of see them all at once, you know, kind of get the whole picture.
Yeah. Well, what is this wire bottle that you were talking about?
Well, you see here on page 6, specific goals for 1960, goal number 2. You see, to help utilities and the many interested trade and business associations break the wire bottleneck by selling the benefits of electrical living to all America. You see here, wire bottleneck?
W-I-R-I-N-G.
Wiring. Oh, not wire, wiring. Electric wiring.
That's right.
Oh, I see. It's a bottleneck. There's just not enough electrical wiring.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough electrical wiring for what?
Well, look, Gisele, did you see this small cartoon from the New Yorker? Another fuse, you'll have to make a choice. The blanket and the radio and the clock, or the clock and the blanket. Well, now, has this ever happened to you? You know, I mean, what this fella saying to his wife?
Oh, yes, but I'm not married. It happened to me in the kitchen, though. I was having some of the kids over from the hit parade for Sunday brunch, and I had the waffle and the iron going, and I had the percolator and the toaster going, and it was kind of stuffy in the room, so I turned on the exhaust fan, and do you know what happened?
The fuse blew.
Yes, how'd you guess? Well, goodness, John, I don't see what's so difficult about wiring that bottleneck. Just run some more wires around.
No, but little one, it's not as simple as that, Gisele. You see, most homes in this country are still wired by 1926 standards, and they just can't provide enough power to run all the appliances that people want to buy.
Oh, I see. Well, then the purpose of the Live Better Electrically campaign must be to have everybody wired properly.
Yeah. Now, that's part of it, but actually, Gisele, the Live Better Electrically campaign is an industry-wide market development program to build up consumer demand for the better life electricity can help provide.
I beg your pardon?
You remember the goals for 1960?
Oh, certainly, page 6.
All right, now let's look at page 7. See? The climate is right for action.
Oh, yes, that's the climate I was wondering about. You know, it sounds like, kind of like Florida or California, you know, anyway, the tropics. White beaches
Gisele,
and palm trees and...
Gisele, I think all of these charts and graphs are confusing you a bit. Suppose we take a little trip and we'll meet some people who, well, perhaps they can explain things to you so you'll understand what all these charts are about.
Oh, that sounds marvelous, John. Sort of like Alice in Wonderland, huh?
Yeah. Come on.
Okay.
This is Miss Marion M. Mayer, Vice President and Executive Editor of the American Home magazine. Miss Mayer, Gisele MacKenzie.
Hello, Gisele.
How do you do, Miss Mayer?
Here are some living figures and statistics for you. Did you know that 12 million just like these have come on the scene since 1950?
12 million new babies in 5 years?
Babies are being born in record numbers, Gisele. 1 every 8 seconds.
To different mothers, John, of course.
Well, I had assumed so, yes.
And if the birth rate continues like this for the next 5 years, we can expect about 13 million more babies by 1960.
But where are all those cute little folk going to live?
Lots of people are worrying about that, Gisele. Just look here and see what this increase in population actually means in terms of houses and households. Here is our prediction for 1960. Almost 7 million more families, bringing the total household requirement to 55 million.
Well, that's certainly an amazing figure, Miss Mayor.
Yes, and these young families that are coming into being will depend upon the electrical business for their home essentials and comforts. They must not meet with disappointment on the installation of their new household equipment.
Where do we go from here, John?
Well, we're going to the natural habitat of the thinker, philosopher, and financier.
Princeton University?
No, the park. Come on. Gisele, this is Mr. Robert Feimster, chairman of the executive committee of the Dow Jones Company, the publishers of the Wall Street Journal.
How do you do, Mr. Feimster?
Like sit down?
Yes, thank you. Mr. Feimster, we're going to have 12 million new babies in the next 5 years. Now, won't that be wonderful for you?
For me?
Why, certainly, I'm sure they'll all grow up to be subscribers to the Wall Street Journal.
Gisele, Mr. Feimster has a whole barrel of facts on employment and wages and, things like that.
Well, that's what worries me, all those families. Are there going to be enough jobs to go around, do you think?
Well, I think so, Gisele. With this growing population, we're wearing out things pretty fast. And we're constantly needing and wanting more and better things for our families, for ourselves, and for our communities, too. So we work hard and we buy them. It's that continuous turning over of our money to fulfill our wants that makes lots of good jobs. I'd say that by 1960 we should see even higher employment, and more income, and more people able to purchase all kinds of products and services.
Oh, that's wonderful. And the most wonderful thing, John?
What was that?
He didn't use a single statistic. Now I can see why there should be a program like Live Better Electrically. As a matter of fact, first thing tomorrow, everyone ought to start thinking about ways to prepare for it.
Well, Gisele, tomorrow is just a day late. Tomorrow is here today.
Utopia and Olympus are castles in the air until you turn a corner and find them there. So throw away your candlestick, it's too unsteady. Turn on your light switch, do it quick, we must be ready. We're turning corners fast. Could be that gravy train is here at last. I just found out tomorrow is here. The weather is clear, with brighter, better living in store, and even more. The sun is shining and we're making hay. Mañana's come for good. I see the wonder of it everywhere. All there for everyone, knock on wood. We must be certain nothing is spare. So face it, prepare. I hear those trumpets raising a roar. The time is now. Hey boys, that noise invading your ear means that today, tomorrow is here. I see an ever-growing population booming, millions of consumers consuming.
Population booming, consumers consuming. Oh, what a wonderful day!
Now the need is getting consequential. Up-to-date houses residential.
Population booming, consumers consumers, consuming. Now it's consequential to houses residential.
Thanks to modern sciences, fabulous appliances, they're in tomorrow's blue sky. I am happy.
Oh, so happy.
You wanna know why? I just found out tomorrow is here. The weather is clear.
We just found out tomorrow is here.
With brighter, better living in store. And even more.
The sun is shining and we're making hay. Mañana's come for good.
I see the wonder of it everywhere. All there for everyone's doggone good.
Now what?
We must be certain nothing is fair. So face it, prepare.
We must be certain nothing is fair.
I hear those trumpets raising around. The time is now. Hey, boy,
Hey, boy.
that noise.
Noise invading your ears means that tomorrow's finally has to be, got to be, really is.
And what a wonderful way to express the future of America in song and in music. And Giselle, what a bright and cheery tune.
Well, thank you, John, and what a bright and cheery future.
You know who this is?
Why, that's Judy Garland. Now, don't tell me. You don't mean that...
It's the unvarnished truth. Judy Garland will star in a top-flight musical show over CBS TV Coast to Coast on Sunday night, April 8th, to kick off the Live Better Electrically television campaign.
Well, I wouldn't miss that for the world. Judy Garland, Sunday night, April 8th on CBS.
We just found out tomorrow is near. The weather is clear. With brighter, better living in store. And even more. The sun is shining and we're making hay. Mañana's come for good. You see the wonder of it everywhere. All there for everyone. Not on there. We must be certain nothing is fair, and face it, prepare. We hear those trumpets raising around. The time is now. Hey, boys, that noise invading your ears means that tomorrow finally has to be, got to be. You can make your family's life much brighter. You will find your work much lighter. It's as easy as can be to live better electrically. You can have more time for fun and pleasure. Family moments you will treasure. It's an opportunity to live better electrically.
Modern folks have learned to save their time and energy too.
You don't have to work and slave. Let electricity do it for you. You can have your cake and you can eat it. Make life sweet, it's hard to beat it. What a thrill to be so free when you live better electrically. You can make your family's life much brighter.